Today we visited our local feed store and they had Hunters in stock. Hunters is one of our favourite bedding for Dakota. It's lovely and fluffy and a whole bag will last her a week. Maisie's making her hay net up. She has a small hay net and a hay ball, and this is her finished bed. Now Maisie's emptying our Oakley's hay onto the floor. He tends to prefer to eat from the ground and he's on a wood pellet bedding because he's so messy and dirty. Now Maisie's starting to make the feeds for the horses, so she's starting with Oakley's and he has the Dengie Healthy Tummy, which is fantastic. It's packed full of vitamins and minerals with the alfalfa pellets in, which are really good for his tummy, but also really good for calorie intake for Oakley, because obviously he is a youngster. We have to have something that's low in sugar and starch because being a cob, they tend to suffer with melanders and salanders sometimes, and the low sugar and starch diet is really good for that. And then she's now doing Dakota's feed, which she is on fast fibre, which is a pellet type feed, and she'll have a full scoop shared between her two bowls, so she'll have one for breakfast and one for her dinner. And she's such a good doer, that does her really well. It's packed full of vitamins and minerals, so it gives her everything she needs, and we will soak that as it needs soaking. Oakley also has a nut ball where he'll just have our regular pony nuts that we buy from the feed store, and he loves it. He likes it. It keeps him occupied in the stable when he comes in from the field, and also gives him some extra calories. Dakota has linseed oil in both her feeds, which is really good for her joints and really gives her a glossy coat and helps with her skin as well. And they both have the brewer's yeast in their feed. I've started them on this quite newly, but it's really good for their skin, and being cobs they do suffer with skin conditions, so it's really good for that. Also gives them a great coat, and it also has really good property in there that helps with Oakley's tummy, because sometimes he does get a little bit of an upset tummy. And then they both have turmeric mixed with black pepper. The black pepper is meant to be brilliant for helping the turmeric to absorb into their body, and turmeric is just an overall really good supplement, great for their joints, really good for their skin and their coat again, and just their immune system. It's fantastic. Maisie then mixes Oakley's feeds up, and she will add some water to that before he has them. He doesn't actually need his feed soaking at all, so she's going to give it a really good stir, mix all the supplements in so it's not grainy, and then she'll add the water to that later. Maisie's going to take Dakota's feed over to the tap and she'll give it a real good soak. So the fast fibre takes 60 seconds to turn from a pellet feed into a mash, which Dakota actually loves. She did have choke a couple of times, so the mash is fantastic for her and it gives us a peace of mind when she has her feed. And as you can see, our lockup's looking rather messy, so I think our next video is going to be reorganising the lockup, finding places to put things, sorting out and giving it a real good tidy up because it is absolutely filthy.